Hi guys, Chucky Boy here, bringing you a brand new Derby Days video. As you can see on screen, this time I am actually playing Mexico versus USA. We've got another national team video this week because it's National Week. You know, there's national team games, so I thought it'd be appropriate. Now, I'm going to talk about this again in a little while, but this game was actually picked by somebody one of my friends, basically, and I'm going to be opening up the voting again for this, like I did last year, so you guys can vote. Now, obviously, the comment section is a sore subject for quite a lot of people right now, so but feel free to leave them in there. I will check those. You know, if we get any in there, then I'll check them. But the best place probably is Twitter. My Twitter link is in the description, guys. So if you've got any ideas about any rivalries you want to see me play. But the only thing is, obviously, it has to be teams that are on the game. So any team, any league, anything on the game is fine. And then just send me a tweet or something like that, you know, suggesting what game you want to see, and then we'll try and get it done. So in this video, guys, I'm controlling the USA, and we are the away team this time. So let's get into this and talk about the history between these two teams. Now, obviously, these two teams are, I would say, the two biggest nations in the CONCACAF region. There's a few emerging teams right now, but these two have really been the dominant two over the years. Just for, you know, World Cups and stuff like that, the qualifying for the World Cups and all that. But there's also obviously the Gold Cup and things. These are the two most successful teams in Gold Cup history. So. But we're going to talk about that in a little while. First off, as always, guys, we're going to go into the record. These two teams have actually played 62 times. Mexico have the most wins out of the thing. It's 33 wins. Sorry, Mexico have won 33 times. The USA have won 18 times, and there's been 13 draws. So as you can see, Mexico have they've got quite an advantage. Now I'm going to go into the reasoning behind this. Really, is basically the US just isn't or wasn't a huge football country, or soccer as they call it, which I will never say again right now in this video. So, but yeah, obviously Mexico, like most Latin countries, are, you know, you're pretty much born, you know, loving football. Whereas obviously the United States is pretty much it's sort of a recent thing that it's become more and more popular and more people are playing it, and that really goes in the record. I mean, the early years were pretty much dominated by Mexico, and the USA did pull off a few results every now and again, but it's only really been since like the 1990s and the 2000s maybe where, you know, where the US are sort of coming back into it a little bit more. So yeah, the first game was played in actually a World Cup qualifier for the 1934 World Cup, and the USA actually won 4-2. Now this is what I said earlier about there's odd results in this rivalry, where you would expect Mexico to win at that time because USA had a professional league, but it then folded again, you know, as it has done a few times over the history. But you know, you would expect Mexico to win that game, but they didn't. They lost, and the USA went to the World Cup. So yeah, I said there's those sort of periods where it's or it has happened in the past. But, you know, if we look at the stats, really, we're looking at Gold Cups more than anything right now. There's obviously World Cup qualifiers and stuff like that, but we're going to take the Gold Cups as the prime example, because that is obviously, you know, the title for those teams to look to. And yeah, they've played each other in the final quite a few times recently. We've had the 2011, 2009, 2007. Where else? I believe we've had the 98 as well. So yeah, I say they've gone back a few times. Actually, out of all those games there that I've just mentioned, we have 98, 2007, 2009, 2011. Mexico have actually won 3 out of 4 of those games. And those games are obviously now played on American soil, so it's a big victory for the Mexican team. But also, in qualifiers for the World Cup, the United States have the advantage, I would say. Obviously they play each other every single time. We've had both qualifiers this year, or for the World Cup coming up, were won by the USA. The USA victory in the Azteca Stadium in Mexico was actually the first in Mexico for 75 years. So it was a huge game, and there's not really many incidents. You know, normally we go through crowd trouble and all that stuff, and, you know, incidents in famous games and stuff, but there's not really anything that's too bad between these teams. There's not really anything to mention. So it's kind of a short video this week, guys, but as you can see, we actually went to penalties, and, you know, I won a penalty shootout again on video. I can't do this when I'm playing on my own, but when I'm in a video, for some reason, we keep picking up victories. So I might have to just start recording every single thing that I do. But there we go, guys, the end of the video coming up very soon. Remember, guys, to leave comments on my Twitter for next week's game and subsequent games. Other than that, guys, we'll see you all again very soon.